What's going on, guys? This is Sneed from Sneed Mobile Tech, and thank you guys for tuning in to watch this video. This video is going to be a little bit longer, but I wanted to cover a lot in terms of the information in this video. I also wanted to turn this into like a discussion video. I want to create, an ongoing dialogue within the comment section below on the topics in today's video. So there is quite a bit in there, but it does concern T-Mobile, and I think T-Mobile is one of the biggest disruptors in terms of the wireless space, and I think they deserve a dedicated video like this to kind of cover what they're going to be doing here in the next couple of years. So in terms of the video being a discussion video, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. So again, that's kind of the purpose of this video. So go ahead at any time while you're watching this, give me your thoughts and opinions on any topics or things that I cover in terms of information. So in terms of the video, starting with the T-Mobile and Sprint merger, in terms of the wireless side, this is really a big deal for T-Mobile. T-Mobile's kind of really trying to get this merger to kind of work for them in terms of building out their 5G network. Now, specifically what T-Mobile is going to be doing with 5G is they're going completely wireless. Their mobile 5G and in terms of their potential broadband that they're going to offer in terms of home internet, all kind of are in this 5G mobile basket, and it's all going to be with what Sprint has to offer in terms of spectrum holdings. So obviously T-Mobile just announced that 30 markets, 30 different cities have received 5G. Obviously there aren't any devices to push that network, but it is there and they've got it ready to utilize. So in terms of the 5G network and what T-Mobile's doing, obviously they want to go nationwide. They want to push to have, many square miles of coverage here. And they're poised to do this with their 600 megahertz, which is theirs, and then the 2.5 gigahertz that they would be getting from Sprint in terms of the merger. Now, Verizon, AT&T are doing things a little differently. They're going to be going with fixed 5G initially and then going with mobile later, and they're going to have two separate networks for doing those two things. T-Mobile's doing things differently in that they're going to be utilizing 5G through both the home provisions as well as wireless, mobile. All of that is going to be through the same wireless network. So they're clearly on a different plan than, say, AT&T and Verizon. So, the new T-Mobile, I think, is going to be looking to get into the home broadband, and that's one of the things I want to talk about today. So the first thing is, why is T-Mobile doing this as a priority as a wireless 5G, and why aren't they doing the fixed 5G? And it's pretty simple. T-Mobile is not going to be utilizing millimeter wave spectrum like AT&T and Verizon is. Their 5G networks are going to be completely, or for the most part, utilizing millimeter wave spectrum, which is great, offers great throughput, awesome capacity, very, very fast, high-end speeds. However, the thing about the millimeter wave is that it just doesn't cover the distance that, say, for example, the 600 megahertz will. But the 600 megahertz doesn't have the throughput, so it won't be able to offer the same capacity that millimeter wave has. So it's kind of like a catch-22. You either have it one way or the other. Now, the 2.5 gigahertz does offer a better capacity option for T-Mobile there, but still not as good as the millimeter wave, which is a much higher frequency wave. So the throughput theoretical speeds are obviously fantastic, and they don't compare. So you think about what T-Mobile's going to have for assets. You think about what they're going to be doing for their solution. And we talked now about the kind of the drawback. T-Mobile also is going to face some issues with congestion. Again, they don't have the throughput that the millimeter wave can offer. So while they do get a much better footprint, they're probably going to have greater coverage, have more, more like a nationwide network of 5G. They won't have the throughput that Verizon, AT&T will have from market to market. The second thing here, and I think this is the big thing for T-Mobile, is going to be a disruptor to home broadband. So I think this is kind of what T-Mobile wants to do. They want to get their foot in the door with this 5G serving as home broadband. So in order to do so, I think they're going to come in at a price point that's going to allow them to compete and really put a dent into the home internet game. So, you think about it from this. If they could provide a 5G network completely wirelessly, and it would serve as the infrastructure for mobile as well as home, they would be saving a lot of money on infrastructure. you won't need two separate networks. You have one network that's carrying the load for all things 5G from T-Mobile. Unlike Verizon and AT&T, which are going to be owning and operating two specialized networks, one for fixed and the other for mobile. So this is going to offer a 5G solution, both from the home internet provisions and then also on the wireless side. So the investment that they're putting forward is just one investment. It's all going into there, and they don't have any type of separation between the two. So if they come in at a good price point and they can get people a good deal, I don't know, they're saying that the average consumer pays about $60 a month for internet. Maybe they come in at $30 or $40 per month. They could probably offer that and still be very profitable because, again, all the infrastructure on the same network to run for the two sides. So they could come in really low. Maybe they offer a bundling service with Layer 3 TV. Think about that acquisition and how this 5G kind of, is an important factor in that. And then also, you've got Layer 3 TV, you've got, the 5G, and you've got the wireless. Maybe you get some form of a bundle from T-Mobile with all of those things on there. Maybe you've got five wireless lines, maybe you've got the home internet and you get Layer 3 TV, and it's this, all-inclusive bundle that saves you a bunch of money and keeps all of your dollars with the uncarrier. So that's probably something that they're looking to do. And I think that puts them a step ahead of Verizon and AT&T in terms of profitability. They'll be making more money per customer because their investment has been consolidated and overall, more profitable. So I think that kind of wraps up everything that I wanted to talk about in terms of T-Mobile being a disruptor with home broadband and kind of what they're doing with 5G. What I want to hear from you guys is, what do you guys think of T-Mobile's 5G approach, kind of doing it all through the wireless side? Do you think this is set up for success, or do you think maybe potentially for failure? Your thoughts and opinions on that. And then, what does T-Mobile do if the merger was to stall or if the merger is to fail? That's definitely a legitimate, issue that could kind of creep up. I mean, currently the government shutdown has the merger at a standstill, so we don't have any news, in the recent weeks. It's pretty much been, 3 or 4 weeks of nothing. So let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this video, all the topics that I've kind of covered from T-Mobile and what's going to be happening over the next couple of years. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. So, turning this into a discussion down in the comment section below. Love to hear from you guys. So thank you all for tuning in to watch this video. I know it's a little bit longer, but I feel it's a great discussion to have. And T-Mobile being the most entertaining and intriguing of all the carriers, it's a topic that I think is worth talking about. So thanks again for watching. This is Steve from TMobile Tech, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.